Everyone's out here talking about Charizard EX, and we're going to bring you a deck that's a little bit different than Charizard EX from Obsidian Flames that just happened to release on Pokemon the trading card game live. And even though we might have had a few glitches getting this game up and running, we do get to see some gameplay today in the video as well with the list. I'm going to go through where I got the list from and what these cards are actually going to do for you, as well as show you how it's played. So you're going to want to stick around for the rest of this video. We're going to hop over to our sponsors.
Be sure to check out all of the sponsors of the Shuffle Squad, whether you're looking for graded cards, you're looking for singles, sealed, we have all affiliate codes with all of our great sponsors, so be sure to check them out in the description below. Thank you so much for supporting us.
All right, the first thing we're going to talk about is the Tyranitar EX, a massive Pokemon with 340 hit points. Now, the downside is it is a stage 2. So if you notice in the list, there are 4 rare candies that we do play in this list to get this up and running, but we do play 1 Pupitar here just in case we can't find our rare candies. Now, Tyranitar EX, not only being a big beefy Pokemon, but also only has the weakness of fighting, which isn't necessarily played in the meta unless you count Ting Lu, which nobody really does anymore.
You know how it's just me in a castle, I gotta fight like 1,000 wizards. The only way to beat them is to punch them as hard as I can in their faces.
Now, not only is Tyranitar EX a big beefy Pokemon, but we also have the Lightning Rampage attack, which does 150 damage, plus it does an extra 100 damage, ramping up to 250 damage if you do your math. That if you have damage counters on any of your benched Pokemon, it's going to do that extra added effect. Now, how do we get that done? We do have the damage pumps in here too, as well as some switch outs so we can rotate these Tyranitar EXs in and out of the format, or in and out of the game rather. That way you're able to pivot and hit for those bigger numbers. Now, being that you are a lightning Pokemon, you can hit into things like a Lugia V-Star or even some of those Rapid Strike VMAX Pokemon like Inteleon. Now, this card is also used with the Letter of Encouragement, which is also a brand new Obsidian Flames card that says you can use this card if any of your Pokemon were knocked out during your opponent's last turn, and you can search your deck for 3 basic energy cards, reveal them, put them into your hand, and then shuffle your deck. Now, this is great because we do play that Swampert, and it's really just to ramp damage, as well as being a water Pokemon, which can be pretty good in this meta right now. I know that there is a big fire type Pokemon, even though it's dark type, but the base parts like the Charmander and Charmeleon are also weak to water instead of grass, just like the Charizard EX that we'll see coming out. It's pretty big in the meta over in Japan. We'll see if it translates to the US, but that is unfortunately weak to grass. But either way, Muddy Water here helps the consistency of being able to put 2 energy cards out of nowhere onto your Tyranitar EX, with the Muddy Water effect stating once during your turn you may attach a water energy or a fighting energy card from your hand to one of your Pokemon. So that's really good here with Tyranitar. That way you can ramp up. It's almost like a Raihan without the search element. But you're just able to put 2 energy cards in one turn. So that's really good here, and that's where we added the Swampert. But we'll also talk about the 2/2 Bibarel line. So the Bibarel there is able to just ramp up your hand to 5, even if you get Iono to nothing, and come back from there. So this is a really great draw supporting Pokemon. Never really used to attack, but we still have it here, just like the Arceus decks that use it for consistency. Now, if we're talking about the other pieces of this deck, we do have the Lake of Acuity, which reduces damage done to our Pokemon that have not only a water or a fighting energy attached to them, which is really good here. But we do have a Luminous energy just in case we needed that. And we also have an 8 count of the fighting energy and 1 count behind my head here of the water energy in this deck. But the deck list will be posted in the description of this video as well. If you want to copy and paste that over, we can have you play that in live yourself. Other than that, that's pretty much what the deck list is all about here, and if you want to use it yourself, you can. Otherwise, you get to check out this awesome gameplay. And there you have it. The gameplay showed how Tyranitar can come back from pretty much nothing and just sweep the board here. It's doing massive damage. We didn't even have to use the effect portion of the attack here to just swing into a awesome matchup that we had going, and we had no right of really winning that game. But when you put your opponent down that far, you still have that disruption element with the deck. You are able to come back, and I love that part about new Pokemon card formats is the comeback element is starting to show itself in these brand new cards that are released, whether it's Tyranitar EX or even the new Charizard EX, which is the dark typing and has that attack. We're going to be covering that video on the channel really soon, but if there's another video you want to see us cover pretty soon, just leave it down in the comments. We'll be sure to check those and reply to you as soon as possible. Other than that, thank you so much for watching this video here. We appreciate the views. If you can hit the like and subscribe button, it would definitely help us out, as well as all the other creators here on the channel. Take it easy and keep on shuffling.
You made it to the end. Thank you so much for watching this entire video from the Shuffle Squad. Honestly, from the bottom of our hearts, we appreciate each and every person that supports our content, watches what we have going on every single day, every single week, even from time to time, and continuously allows us to have a forum to project our creative content towards the Pokemon TCG community. So if you haven't already, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and even leave a comment to help boost the YouTube algorithm. That being said, we'll catch you with our next video. Thanks again. Take it easy.